Welcome back, man. Episode 84. I'd like to call this the Randy Moss episode of Brickshots with Billy Antonio. Antonio, how you feeling?
You see it, man. You know, out here sporting what could be potentially the future merch. We told y'all we was coming. I know y'all was like, they not coming with nothing. Well, now here's y'all chance to let us know what y'all feel about it. Please comment on the YouTube channel or comment on Billy's Facebook. Let us know what you think about this, you know, because we got some more ideas in the duffel. Shout out to my dog, Law, State Caps. Also send me the Mississippi gear because y'all know what I be on. For real. Other than that, man, I'm good. Chris, feel better?
A lot better than last week.
That's a plus.
That's good. Not saying that whole name. Airplane, you good?
Airplane?
What the fuck is a cream dickle?
I don't ask questions. Baby. I don't want the answers to, Chris.
Creamsicle.
You good, Matt?
Hey, never been better in my life.
Damn.
That's
wait.
crazy.
Was that supposed to say cream sickle?
No, it's supposed to say cream dickle.
I want y'all to let it go. It's just trying to get into the mind of Matt would have you crazy as fuck. Ending it off with last but not least, Christian, how you feeling? 7-0, 5-1.
Football wise, I feel great. My team's doing, Michigan doing what we've been doing, and the Lions doing something we ain't did in a while. Me physically, I feel like Chris did last week. I guess he passed it on to me. So I'm just trying to make it through the episode, make it to recovery and get better soon.
Through the computer, huh?
Let me know when you don't pee for about 30 hours.
He gave it to me through
You'll
the
be
computer.
feeling like me.
Man, I hope not.
Lily, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. My daughter's t-ball team, we lost, but we were on a big comeback. I have two little kids. I have two. My daughter's 3, and we have a 4-year-old on there who are about 3 foot nothing, and they just can't make it to the base in time. Other than that, we would have beat the shit out of that other team. But yeah, I'm doing good though.
Oh, that's good, man. Let me tell you who ain't doing good.
Who's that?
Them boys up there in Boulder, man. Let's get into it, man. No need to just, pussyfoot around, if they say. Them boys up 29-0 at halftime and come out with an L. I'm going to start with the biggest hater of Colorado and Dion and all things African-American. Matt, how'd you feel about it?
Explosion. Fucking blew up. That's what happened. That's how I felt about it. I also seen that Shador was posting like ads for something at halftime. I don't know how true that is, but probably needs to look into that.
That shit happened. Now, we're gonna get to that. Now we know because we seen it in Jackson State, we seen it here. Shador didn't do it because he's not allowed to have his phone. Nobody's allowed to have their phone, including him. His marketing team seen it as, hey, we up 29-0. There's no way we're going to blow this. Shador's hot right now. Let's mark it. But then you lose. So it's always risky. It's like Wall Street. Man, I could go and get this stock while it's hot, or I can wait and see if it gets hotter. They got it while it was hot, but then it dropped dead cold. So that shit happened, Matt. What you think, Christian?
Like Matt said, explosion. I actually saw the score at halftime or going into the half, and I was like, well, this thing's over. Came back into the third, and it was like, 42-38? And I said, whoa, what the fuck is going on? And I can't even remember the guy's name. 13 for Stanford he was giving them the work. I think they also, they ran the hell out of Travis Hunter. Coming back from that injury, he playing 150 plus snaps. Come on, you can't do this all season. It was impressive week 1, maybe week 2 and 3, but come on now. He's just coming off an injury too.
What do you think? Well, Chris, you was sick, so you got any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I didn't get to watch really anything until Sunday for pro football, but I didn't know originally when I did see the final score that they was up 29-0 at halftime. I just thought it was a close game through and through. But after finding out later that they blew a 29-0 lead, like, I feel like that means something needs to change. I don't know exactly what it is, but blowing a 29-0 lead in a half of football that's just something that can't happen.
Really?
So I did want to talk about Coach Prime's post-game conference. He always does a great job at every conference that I've seen, because I've watched literally every post-game conference he's done, and he's always done a great job. The blowout loss to Oregon, he did a fantastic job. The comeback to USC that ended up in another loss, he did great. But this one, I did have a bit of an issue, but when I started thinking to myself, like, why do I have an issue with this? It stems from good coaches, or coaches that are revered in their professions, like a Belichick, right? Tony, you've seen it 100 times, where Belichick just doesn't want to give the media any answers, or he's short with them, or hit you with that famous, we're on to Cincinnati. And Coach Prime was getting crushed by a lot of other media people by just being kind of annoyed at the press conference. But if you listen to the questions that were being asked, they were annoying questions. It was like, well, what are you guys going to do differently in practice? And he's like, not get complacent. What's the question, right? So he was getting annoyed towards the end. The first like 5-6 questions, he was doing okay. But I will say, like Matt said with like Christian said, with Travis Hunter, he should not have been playing that much, and you can see it in why. Again, sorry, John, but we can't post your picture this week. You can see it. Travis Hunter was not doing well enough to keep covering that guy, but I don't think Dion has the Joes to really put anybody else out there. I
did see another stat where it was like he gave up just as many yards as he caught on offense.
So at that point, right, that's a great stat, Chris. At that point, you're equaling yourself out, when maybe he could have been a little bit better help had he just stayed on defense maybe a little more, especially after you see the comeback starting with that wide receiver over there. Maybe just, hey, Travis, sorry, Shador's going to have to figure it out, because he's figured it out without him on the offensive side of the ball, and we've seen it. So that was kind of a coaching mistake in my mind for Prime. But like I said, he doesn't have the Joes, so maybe he just didn't think anybody else had it.
So I'm gonna take a whole different approach from it, because they shouldn't have lost the game, right? But I've been seeing all the, hey, they not serious at practice, they flashy, they got all these people on the sideline. But what are you preparing these people for? Because what happens in the next league? What do we see? Fucking Jamar Chase had a fucking 70 nasty chain, by the way, but a 7-11 chain on, bro. Like, so this flashiness and all this shit, all you're doing is prepping them for what's gonna happen, bro. NIL money has entered the building. These kids not gonna stand to just be bored at this. Nick Saban, and this is why I wanted to say, Nick, Kool-Aid, Butler was shout out to Butler. Butler was showing me a video of Kool-Aid doing warm-ups. Kool-Aid had on a $200,000 chain too in warm-ups. At the esteemed, I don't play no fucking games, Alabama. That's just a way of life, right? So we scratch that out. Them distractions not gonna be there, especially for it was like, well, Shador be around all these famous. His dad is fucking prime time.
Yeah,
famous people don't bother him. Like, I'm pretty sure Shador was meeting famous people at birth. It was probably somebody famous. MC Hammer was probably in the fucking hospital when Shador was born. So we can't get that, bro. Like
MC Hammer, hey.
Dr. Hammerpants.
Yeah. That now the Travis thing, I just think it was Prime's confidence in Travis. We seen this movie before in the FCS, right? Is that my mic?
Try again.
No, I don't know. We seen this before, right? Get hurt. He trying to play. First game back, Jackson State, he come in, do the same thing, get 2 picks. And I think he got like 1 offensive or 2 offensive touchdown first game back. And I'm just like, damn. So I'm thinking Trav is like, all right, I'm back. Because if you pay attention, that wide receiver cooked every cornerback on that team. They put every cornerback on him. Because he started with eating up number 23. Yeah, 23 always getting ate up though, like every week.
Sorry again, John.
Yeah, I don't his name because he was talking smart Dion and shit. So I'm like, all right, bro, you gonna talk crazy to the best quarterback ever, and you out here getting smoked.
And I do want to throw that out there, Tony. I'm so glad you said that. Sorry to cut you off, but Nick Saban has done this 100 times with all of his players, and he gets in them and fires them up. And we don't bat an eye only because he's won some national championships. So when we see another coach do it, we always look at them negatively. And I just don't understand. Hard coaching goes everywhere. It doesn't matter if you have one or have not one.
So I agree with you, Billy. I think Trav should have seen less snaps, but I do see where they're coming from because, like I said, we've been in this picture before. His first game off of injury before he played in Jackson State to let us know that he was really the number 1 player out of high school. He was hurt. Yep. And he went down there and played 160 snaps too. I do think everybody saying, well, he need to focus on one side of the ball. Why? He good on both sides of the ball. Do I think I don't, and like I said, man, Dion real strict contrary to popular belief. So Cromartie, he got to be doing something or not doing something that Dion just don't fuck with. That's why we not seeing him get more smoke. Because he did. I'm not gonna lie to you, Billy, and sit here and hate on this man because he played exceptionally well in that USC game. Exceptionally well. But Prime told you, hey, bro, it ain't just about this. I need to see you dedicating the time. So they did lose. I don't think it's a discipline thing. I think it's hey man, we just brought in 86 new players. We was 1-11 last year. We got some of us ain't ready. Now, some of them aren't ready for all the lights that's on them. I can say that because it's a camera on them every day. Bucky does, shout out to Well Off Media. Bucky does an amazing job. Some of them might can't handle it, but then it's the ones that, do show up and handle it. They just didn't put it together. So I'm not going to write them off. Like nobody expected Colorado first year to go be national champions. I didn't. I mean, nobody with good sense, but
you picked them every week.
Yeah, I did.
That's I picked them. Saying. You pick them every week, and you're still, they're not winning a national championship.
Yeah, I know they ain't winning a national championship. I'm not going to go against a man to say the head coach saying I still need $7 to $8. You don't got them dogs then, and we know where they need them at.
No, and we do know that. And like you said it perfectly, Tonio. But also, Dion has also said, I need to coach these guys better. Like we're acting like Dion is just sitting here like blaming the players.
Yeah, Dion, he blaming himself. Yes. Every interview that he said, and it just ain't on the field. That's my Dion. I sounded like him a little bit. It just ain't on the field. It started with the coaches. It started with me. And if I'm taking accountability, hey man, what more do you want from me? You know how hard it is for real world people to just take accountability?
Just be like, my bad. That's all. That's it.
That's it. And that's what he's doing. So, that's my take on it. But let's not stay on it too long. Let's get to another game. Since we talking about Dion, one of the coaches that Christian ain't like it. I guess they cousins or something. I said, hey man, we're gonna call this for clicks, huh? Christian ain't like that. Let's get to Oregon versus Washington. What a game.
What a game.
Again, I'm gonna start with you, Christian. Since this your cousin-in-law or whatever.
Shout out to cuz.
Hey.
But man, it was a good game. Back and forth. It just kind of I don't want to go that far, but it just gave me USC Texas vibes from 06. I ain't saying it was the same, but where it's a lot of points being scored, but it's defensive plays being made as well. I'm gonna just go that far.
Is that cocaine on your dresser behind you?
Calm down. I'm not trying
USC
to
Texas.
Just the way the game was going. It was a lot of points scored. It wasn't like the defense sucked. You just couldn't stop. I mean, it was just a good game. I really ain't got much other than that. I think Dan Lanning, I do want to say he I guess was put in a tough decision. I would have kicked the field goal. He went for it.
How the fuck do you put the head coach in a tough decision?
I mean, sometimes do you go for the points, you try to be aggressive, or do you kick the field goal? You on the
head
road
coach for a reason, Christian.
But I'm saying you on the road,
you're not in a tough position. Christian, there's no GM on the field telling you, hey man, you better do this. The AD ain't down there like, I thought you should have did, because that's not what they do. But
it's still tough decisions to be made in the game. That's why
ain't nobody
can't coach.
He can get suggestions from all his coaches, right? But he is the what?
The head coach.
So he got to eat that, Christian.
Antonio was just saying.
I get that.
The head coach should have been like, "Hey, fuck all that."
Yeah, bro. Like if one of his, because as a head coach, and shout out to Foot Clicks, I'm sure he's a good enough coach to be like, yeah, it was on me. And I know, like we know, when you make dumb takes on this show and I'm defending you, I say, man, that's on me. That's my homeboy. That's like my little brother, I ain't gonna never say, yeah, that motherfucker dumb as hell, stupid as hell, thinking Anthony Richardson is the next Michael Vick. I'll never say nothing like that.
Man, come on. I didn't say that.
What about you, Matt?
For the season, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that. Matt, what you feel about it?
About what are we talking about? The game?
The Oregon game.
Well, I know, but there was a lot of things said, and he just said, "What do you feel about it?"
Your take on the game.
I think by far, it was, besides Oklahoma, Texas. I think it was the best game of the year so far. I didn't get to watch much of it, but I was following on my phone just because I was watching other games, and I didn't realize that game was going to explode the way it did. So
this dude taking away the best game of the year? Are you insane? That's not the best game of the year, and we know what the best game of the year was.
I would say it would be. I'll put in an argument.
LSU Ole Miss. There was more points.
That's the best game of the year.
Like what Christian said, there was defensive plays made. That game, it was just the best offensive game of the year by far.
Yeah. Well, the views say differently, Matt. It was the most watched game all year. So fuck you. All right. Chris, how you felt about it?
I'm upset that I didn't get to watch it.
That
was one that I was actually looking forward to. I was wanting to watch the shit, and then real life got in the way, and
that happens. And that's the good thing about Brickshots, Billy, Antonio, and the guys. We real people. Like we don't just get up and go to ESPN or Fox Sports, but if any of y'all want us to, we will. Give all this shit up. We will just put that out there.
I'm waiting for my job to be to watch sports.
I will be on my deathbed if ESPN is paying me money. I'm sitting here talking.
Real quick, cut in for some breaking news for those that care. The Aces defeat the Liberty in Game 4 to capture their second consecutive WNBA title.
Wait, hold up. We're not gonna be that, Billy. We definitely support the WNBA just like every male athlete does. Need you females that watch the show to get on the women's side. Y'all need to start supporting them. Y'all always talk about women this, women that, and don't even support the WNBA. It's insane. It's more male athletes supporting the WNBA. Look at those games, Billy.
Because it's in their contract to do that. Yeah. When it's in my contract to support that,
Billy,
I will.
Billy, why?
Ass.
So it's
ass.
Is it in my contract for me to go to this person's Instagram and be like, hey, she had a game? No, it's not, Billy. Stop being a dickhead.
No, dude. And
just because Billy, just because you married and found yours, don't block everybody else's blessings, man. Some WNBA player might see this and be like, I want one of them, except for the ball head.
So check it out. Good. Number one, I'm probably not even on the top, even without me talking. Even if I talk them up, I'm not on the top list of what they want. Number two, I have tried so hard.
Are you serious? Hold on, Billy. Candace Parker married Sheldon Williams. Sheldon Williams is one of the ugliest people I've ever seen. He played for the Toronto Raptors, and he looked like a Raptor. It was bad.
Candace Parker's hot as fuck, too.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't know.
But number two, I have tried hard over the years, man. I'm telling you, this is like a 10-year thing. I have tried to get in the WNBA. I can't. It's not good. It's just
It is, bro. They be hooping.
They hoop, yeah, sure. But I just know the NBA is such a better fucking product. I can get no LeBron, no KD, no Kawhi, no PG-13 and watch a better basketball game than I do in the WNBA. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't know, bro. A Pistons game versus this WNBA Finals game.
Hey.
I'm probably watching the finals.
Hey, your thing's freezing.
No. Not even close. And the ratings will tell
you.
It
was 70-69, by the way. So that kind of what Billy's saying kind of holds up.
I've seen that in a half.
We haven't seen a 70-69 NBA game in a final since
women's college basketball is interesting.
So I fucking love women's college basketball. The WNBA is different. I don't like it. It's portrayed to us, man. It's just not the same, man. It sucks, dude. I'm sorry, it sucks. It sucks.
Are you gonna cry?
Just give me your take on Oregon and Washington.
Yeah, what did we get into here?
Chris had breaking news. I had something to say about the breaking news.
Billy had to go on a tirade.
So the Oregon-Washington game, I'm with Matt. It's probably the best game of the year because the defensive plays were made. Ole Miss, LSU, I didn't see one defensive play where I was like, oh, yeah. But, Tonio, so now that we know your standards, I don't ever want to hear you talk about, I love defense. Never. I never want you to say that ever again.
I do love defense, but I'm going to be biased to anything Ole Miss. Come on. What is wrong with you?
You know what? My bad. I wasn't ready for you to say I'm biased. That's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. As long as you own up to it, we allow it around.
So I'm gonna say my reaction for the game. It was a good game. I was rooting against Oregon just because of Christian's cousin-in-law and because I fucking hate Bo Nix.
I was rooting against Oregon.
I hate Bo Nix, bro.
Bo Nix.
I don't. Bo Nix ain't never did nothing to me, but he been in the league. Matt don't even give him shit like he was giving fucking what's his name, old ass
Sean Clifford
from Georgia.
Bennett.
Oh,
I
bro,
give him all shit.
Matt, you talked about Bennett every fucking week, bro. Like,
yeah, because he's leading the top team in the nation. Bo Nix is leading a middle tier team. No one cares.
They were just
Stetson Bennett was so old, he retired the same day he graduated.
Man, hey, bro. So, but the hardest thing about that game was Penix sitting on the bench freestyling, just calm as hell. That is tough as fuck. That is tough. He over there freestyling, and somebody that ain't
that's
even
calm,
suited
cool,
up.
And collected.
Yeah, somebody that ain't even suited up over there. Oh yeah, he's gonna take us to a W, bro. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Hey, so real quick, that don't remind you of that mentality Vince Young used to have. Vince Young used to
Christian. I don't give a fuck how many times you try to Christian. I don't care how many times you try to plug it. It's not the same. It ain't remotely close.
No, it ain't. But it's just points where I feel like so you can relate.
Yeah,
I will. Let me defend Christian real fast because that's the national championship with Texas and USC. That's not even my favorite Rose Bowl I've ever seen. So I do want to get with him on that. I don't think that's the best game ever played.
Wait, but I do. Which Rose Bowl you going with?
The Rose Bowl from 2016 USC Penn State. I think it was a better game.
You would have been better going Oregon and Wisconsin. But
nah, because also the 2016 Ohio State Michigan on that first down that Ohio State got, that was probably the best game I've ever watched.
That's one thing I ain't talking about. We'll leave that where it's at.
What a fucking game that was. But
I damn near cried on the way home.
I will say, hey, let me defend Christian's Cousins real fast. He's getting a lot of hate because of he doesn't trust his defense, yada yada yada. Why is, if somebody can answer me on it, why is it that when a coach goes for it on fourth down, he doesn't trust his defense? Me personally, I think it's the opposite. I think a coach is saying, oh, if I don't get it here, my defense is going to hold me. Why do we always think he doesn't trust his defense? Because he wants to get a first down.
Right.
Am I tripping? Because
no, I can see it that way.
If I'm a coach and I know my defense is the best and they're not going to give up 10 yards or give up a first down, that I'll go for it too because I know they're not going to fucking get that first down. So who gives a fuck if I don't?
At the end of the day, points win you the game. So get your first down and try to score points.
Let me take 3 instead of 0. I'm with you on that. I understand. But Tonio, big time topic. HBCU. We ain't talked HBCU in a long time.
Yeah, man. I feel like I put it in there because I didn't want the people to think, me and Billy been on his way. We was on his way advocating for them before ESPN ever signed that contract. But I don't want people to think, oh, they got, they getting more followers and all this. They don't give a fuck about because Deion left. Well, fuck you. All right. That's to the people that think it. But I really fuck HBCUs, and Christian can attest to this because I think if I'm not mistaken, I think we got 5 or 6 in Mississippi. Jackson State, Alcorn, Mississippi Valley, Russ. Nah, we got way more than 6.
No, I think Georgia has the most though.
I think we got 6 or 7. I'm sorry to the colleges that I didn't say, but I'm me. And Billy know that, and he respect it. So I wanted to get into it was homecoming week for a lot of schools and HBCUs. So I'm gonna go right there starting. Well, I could say starting in both of my neighborhoods actually, because Norfolk State is literally up the road from me right now. So we'll start with that one, man. We'll start with Eddie George and the guys taking on Norfolk State. Christian, how you felt about that?
Eddie George got him one. They snuck one out. Well, I'm gonna say they snuck one out because they jumped out early, but then Norfolk State tried to make a comeback. It was too much to overcome. I do want to give a point out Terrell. What's his last name? Terrell Allen. He had a dog game. He had 4 tackles, 4 loss, 2 sacks. So shout out to him. He played a hell of a game.
Big shout.
Other than that, it was just it was pretty good.
Well,
no superstars, but interesting play.
Matt, I know you ain't watch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna piggyback off what Christian said. Everything he said was spot on there.
What an asshole, Chris. I know you didn't. Billy, you catch anything? Because I got a take from Eddie George that I really, really like. From him.
So I understand Tennessee State. They were in the SWAC championship against Deion 2 years ago, or was it 2 or 3 years ago?
2, I believe.
It was 2, right? Okay, that's what I thought. But Eddie George, he gets a lot of like bad losses. He played Southern and they lost. It was they only scored 10 points. I really expected Tennessee State to score a lot because they played really well, except for like these onesie or twosie games. And Eddie George they end up giving up 40 fucking points. And it's like, what is Eddie George? What is he doing different than Deion did? I think maybe it's because Deion is prime time, right? Like, I mean, I'm quoting him just because it's his nickname, but Eddie George, who is a Hall of Famer and a Heisman winner, isn't able to get the same talent that Deion was able to get. So I don't know if it's something like that, but I know Tennessee State, I have higher expectations of them because I love Eddie fucking George, but I don't know what
Eddie's not the brand that Deion is.
He's not the brand, but again, bro, you got to remember, Eddie George is just some guy. Eddie George is a Heisman winner. He's a Madden cover athlete. Led the league in rushing 3 times. I mean,
and he had his own special with him and Ray Lewis. What a special! Every time I would see him, I would go up. That shit was hard.
That was you're comparing him to the best of all.
I mean, but think of this, Chris. Think of this, Chris. You got an NFL Hall of Famer.
You're saying Eddie George isn't one of the best of all time?
Well, he's not a winner.
He's not the best. There's nobody that compares to Prime as a cornerback.
Let's get into Chris's running back rankings. We haven't dove into that.
Yeah, that's not. You probably don't.
Frank Gore is the best. The best ability is availability.
Yeah, I believe. I'm for real. No, Chris, I get what you're saying, but it's still an NFL elite. He wasn't no Rudy Poo. He's an NFL elite. To come back and coach at a FCS school, because we're not gonna act like TSU or not TSU. We're not gonna act like he couldn't leave either and go to any other schools. It's Eddie George, bro. But I'm with Billy. I don't know if it's him because he's not marketing. I don't, because like you said, bro, you gotta think it's FCS ball. If if Shador, Shiloh, and Travis and a couple other of them guys would have stayed at Jackson State, Deion would have got them to the league from there. We ain't gonna act like Deion didn't get. He got 3 people on his way out the door to the league.
Who's the Lions cat, Matt?
James Houston. He broke his ankle in preseason though. So
but he led the Lions in sacks though, right? Last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're not gonna act like he wasn't getting people to the league. So if he would have stayed, he would have got on there. But I think where we don't see Eddie George a lot, I feel like he got a few of those connections, at least to Tennessee at best, to be like, hey, I got a guy. We got this new GM in here. I know him. I got a guy. I can get him here. But this was my take. And one of my gripes with HBCU football, Eddie George, and I want to quote him verbatim. He was like, I'm hoping that, next week we'll have the same crowd. Today Hill was great. It was great. Would have loved for it to be packed for the entire game, not after halftime when the bands left. He said, I got a special group and I want our fan base to really embrace that. I don't know if they really love football. I just don't know. I've been there for 3 years and there's only been a couple of games where people come to and be excited, but I don't know if they truly love the game because we're winning. And that's the thing that, Deion spoke to this a lot. Like, hey, because you got to think, what the HBCUs predominantly got the best bands around the land. That's not even close. Like, the best bands in these Power Fives would get shit on by some of the worst bands in these HBCUs, bro. And that's just facts, because that's what people go to see. A lot of people, do you think that it's really football fan? I know it's a few faithful that's just like, I love the game of football. I went to this HBCU, so I'm going to support them. But realistically, a lot of them go just for the halftime show because that shit hard. You see Pat McAfee. Pat ain't never been no shit like that in his life, and he'll never forget it. After one day, he came on game day and was like, fired up. He don't know what the fuck that is, bro. Like, he don't know about that, Billy. So I feel Eddie George's criticism, bro, because like, dog, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I don't think it's necessarily just an HBCU thing. I do think a lot of these other schools, it's like you're part of the school. So let's go to a football game. Let's go to a basketball game. Like let's like get the quote unquote college experience. Now, I've never been to college, so I don't know an actual alum, like how I would think as an alum, because I'm a sports fan. So it's like, it's hard if you've never watched sports ever and you just happen to go to a Michigan or Delta State or a Mississippi, like where you're like, oh, I just want to go to the game and see what it's about. Because think about how many people are there just to party, right? But then for an HBCU, you have that special kicker for like, oh, let's hang out for halftime, watch the band, and now we can go back and just fucking do what we're doing anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like I said, man, I agree with him, but we ain't gonna harp on it. Let's get to the other game right there at the backyard. Me and Chris's backyard, and yours right now too, Billy. Jackson State hosted Alabama State for their homecoming. And they lost. Jackson State lost. Shout out to TC Taylor anyway. I think he was put in a hell of a position to fill prime shoes, but I do think he is doing a good job there. I didn't think they were going to come out. You take the quarterback that led the FCS last year in passing and touchdowns, and then you take the best player in the FCS and take him all the way to Boulder. Shit gonna change there, right? And then you take your running backs. You take a lot of people with you, right? So shit gonna change there, and he bounced back. Billy, you want to talk about that?
Well, I will say with Alabama A&M, they've been crushing teams, just absolutely destroying teams. They've had 2 bad games this year, but they scored 30 on Jackson State, but Jackson State's offense was able to fucking come out. That's the one HBCU game I watched this week, last week, excuse me. Where Alabama A&M really impressed.
State. They play Alabama State.
Excuse me, Alabama State. I've just been really impressed with their offense and the way that they're able to run it. But like Tonio said, I'll just piggyback off him. Yeah, the job that you get after primetime leaves this this program and just kind of gives it to you. Not necessarily gives it to you, but you know what I'm saying. He's done nothing but a phenomenal job out there.
Yeah. Christian, did you get a chance?
This one I didn't watch it live, just looked at some highlights, but piggyback off what y'all said, TC Taylor's doing the best he can. The culture's built, he knows what it is. You don't have to build that. A lot of the players buy into his system and his energy.
Yep.
No, he wasn't gonna go undefeated and probably wasn't gonna get him back to a title, but they got a winning record. I think that's the best they can ask for and hope for.
Yeah.
Let me give a real shout out real fast to HBCU Weekly on YouTube. If you're ever just curious about HBCUs, just HBCU Weekly. It runs through every conference with HBCUs, and it just gives you kind of a
Billy will definitely add y'all in the description so y'all can see him because he'll do a description this week. We'll put
I'm trying to figure out how the fuck they lost that game. Like just over here looking at the box score, Alabama State only ran 46 plays. Jackson State passed 46 times and ran another 40 times. And there was only -1 in turnover differential.
It was just killing with a bunch of paper cuts.
So
I don't think I've ever seen a box score so one-sided like that, and they'd be on the losing end. That's fucking crazy.
That is
Chargers.
and it's crazy because like Stewart for Alabama, he only had 80 yards. Brown for Jackson State had 234, no touchdown though.
Very boring game.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, it was field goal, touchdown, field goal. So it is an interesting box score.
Jackson State had over 400 yards of total offense. Alabama State barely had 240.
Yeah, it's a weird
time
game.
of possession. Jackson State by 10 minutes.
So that brings me to my next topic. We ain't got to get into the last one. I'm start with you. Blue Ski Mask. Who's the best one-loss team in college football?
Best one loss?
Best one loss.
Fuck. I mean, I don't have a list of all the one-loss teams, but
you didn't do your homework?
Matt doesn't do homework.
Yeah, you think I'm looking at these notes? Dumb.
Yeah, that's what
Alabama.
Ooh, I didn't think
who you got. I didn't think you'd go Bama either. Who you got, Christian?
Oregon.
Trash.
Who you got, Chris?
I'm gonna be a homer for probably the first time on the show and take the Longhorns.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You always taking them though. That's not just being a homer.
Cowboys this, Cowboys that.
Rangers,
fake Rangers.
Fake Rangers fan, but
Chris, rep your city, man. Don't let them talk you out of it. Rep your
stop
city.
wearing. Hey,
I shit on my teams constantly. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Chris, you cannot wear that anymore because he was fake. We got
hey,
to
let me defend Chris though. Let me defend Chris real fast. But he did say he just wants to keep his expectations low so he doesn't get hurt. So I will, as a Cowboys fan, I'm guessing he has to save himself from something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he can't have.
So speaking of saving himself, who you got, Billy?
And I didn't think Chris was going to take Texas, and I did it a couple episodes ago. Texas is probably the best one-loss team I've seen this year.
And here's me, because y'all gonna think I'm an idiot, but here's me with my bias.
Oh my goodness!
I'm going with Ole Miss, and I'm telling you, bro. Even if we play Georgia remotely well, I don't want to hear shit. Like I'm talking about, because I'm dreaming of a shootout with Georgia, and if we get to shooting out with them,
isn't their starting quarterback down though?
Let me ask you this: what you saying, Ole Miss? You think Ole Miss would beat Texas? Who'd you say, Matt? Texas, Alabama, or Oregon?
Well, I know it would be Alabama because
you lost to them already.
We lost to them. There's no secret that Lane Kiffin has a crush on Nick Saban since he left there, and every year, bro, we get into a shootout with him, and then Lane just be like, "Hey, man, center, go snap the ball over the quarterback's head." I'm not making this up, bro. We in the shootout with Alabama going tit for tat. Center just snapped the ball over the head. Oh, I thought somebody said hut. No, you didn't. Lane told you to do it. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting. But yes, I know. I think we done beat Bo Nix a lot, so we beating his ass. He don't want to come over there. Texas, I don't give a fuck about what they did to Alabama. That shit don't scare me. Yeah, we beating them. So yeah, I do. But that's just me though, bro.
So the team that lost to Alabama is better than the team that beat Alabama?
Hey man, sometimes it's a game of matchups, but it happens like that. We've seen that before. I don't want y'all to pretend like we ain't never seen that before. We ain't seen a team get beat, and then the other team that they beat go beat the team that beat them. We've seen that before.
You want to say that 3 times fast?
Yeah, we done seen the team get beat, and then the other team that beat them beat them. We ain't seen that before. Don't try to shake. You can't rattle me, all right? You can't rattle me. But I'm glad Billy's back. You got the pad out.
What's that?
You got the pad out?
I do.
Well, let's get started since we're talking about the best team in the country. Ole Miss versus Auburn. Christian, who you got?
Give me Ole Miss.
Who you got, Matt?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, Auburn. Ole Miss.
Who you got, Chris?
I got Ole Miss.
Oh, don't no, you remember I'm taking LSU. I gotta take LSU. Well, hey, who you got, Billy?
I'm running my dog, Ole Miss.
And that's a clean sweep, baby. Y'all see it. Let's get into Matt's pick'em of the year. One of them. Clemson versus Miami. Matt, who you got?
Ooh.
It's Clemson. Miami's fucking dog water.
Clemson is cat poop. Then it's not.
Hey, they're fucking cat piss.
Yeah,
they're a little bit better.
Who you got, Billy?
I'm taking Miami this week.
That's why you last. You not. Never mind. That's why you losing. Chris, who you got?
I got the U as well.
Sheesh. Who you got, Christian?
I'm gonna go Clemson.
Antonio, it's up to
I'm
you.
going
Dude.
with the U. Hey, I'm not. I just don't believe in Clemson at all, man. I really don't.
Antonio don't rock with Dabo and the boys unless he got Lawrence or Watson.
I don't rock
You
with
have a
Dabo
generational talent for me to pick.
Yeah. Another good game in the ACC. I'm starting with you, Chris. Duke versus Florida State.
I'm not picking Kentucky. I'm going to take Florida State on that one.
Who you got, Christian?
We're going to run with that bitch every week it comes up.
Who was that?
Florida State versus Duke.
At Florida State, Christian.
Hey, but now, funny.
Christian, it's at.
Damn, what's his name? Leonard, Riley Leonard. Is he out?
I don't know yet. I haven't seen anything that's saying he's out. It doesn't look like he's going to play, though.
Yeah, I'm going to still go Florida State.
Who you got, Billy?
I'm also taking FSU. I don't care if Riley's playing. He sucks, according to his mom.
Who you got, Matt?
FSU, baby.
It's going to be a clean sweep for Kentucky, Billy. Let's get into future ACC people. Wait, are they going? USC going to the ACC? Where they going?
Big Ten.
Oh, never mind. Sorry about that. Sorry, John. Let's get to Utah versus USC. Christian, who you got?
The Utes.
Who you got, Chris?
Utah versus who?
USC.
I don't think Williams going to have another bad game like that. I'm going to go USC.
Who you got, Tonio? I think Caleb Williams finally been exposed. Like I said, he was going to get exposed. He ain't played nobody good, and then he did. He threw 3 fucking picks.
Hold on. Did you just say Notre Dame was good?
Right.
No.
Tape on that one.
Hell no. I said
Hey,
somebody.
what you said now?
I said somebody. I ain't say no names. I never say
Say it
that.
with your chest, big dog. Come on.
Yeah, I ain't never say that. He played against the Lord. That's what happened. That's who was good. The Lord. Shout out to God every week on here. Yeah.
Hey, shout out touchdown Jesus.
Yeah, touchdown Jesus. That's what saved them. So I'm going with the Utes too. That defense is good. Matt, who you got?
I got USC.
That's why you're gonna lose. I'm gonna catch you, Matt.
Nope.
I'm right on your heels. Billy, who you got?
I'm also taking the best quarterback in the nation, and I'm taking Caleb Williams. I don't think he's
not
playing
the
another
best.
game like that.
He's not the best quarterback in the nation, Billy. We've seen the best quarterback. He's freestyling. Either he's going to the NFL or he's going to a record label.
No. So hold on. Penix is winning the Heisman. That doesn't mean he's the best quarterback in the nation.
Well, the best quarterback just don't throw 3 picks against the sorriest goddamn team in the country, Billy. And he did that.
Get over your Notre Dame bias. They're a good defense.
They're not. Fuck Notre Dame. Shout out
Hey,
to
that secondary is good.
Gurkey. Man, that motherfucker sucked. That's what happened. He was out there rattling. He also threw a pick to the worst defense in the Pac-12. We ain't gonna forget that. He threw 2 actually, and they saved him on 1 with that fake ass pass interference. So I don't want to hear it. So yeah, I ain't trying to hear that. Let's get into some SEC action, Bill. I know you hate this, so I'm gonna start with you. Tennessee versus Alabama.
I know that everyone says that I hate the SEC on this, but I think they had the best game of the week. Florida at South Carolina was amazing. That was such a great game. Got overshadowed because of the rankings with Utah or with Oregon and Washington. Give me Alabama though, because I'm not silly.
Glasses, black glasses. Who you got?
Tonio, there's 3 motherfuckers with glasses.
Yeah, the black dude.
I got
black with glasses.
I thought
you said black glasses. Me and Chris got black. You can call me Black Jesus. I'll take that.
I would never.
I got Bama.
We got white glasses.
It's hard to pick against Alabama, and I've been trained for like almost fucking a decade and a half at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Bama until they give me a reason not to consistently.
Air traffic controlman. Who you got?
Don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide.
I thought what's the name was your guy?
Who?
Joe Milton.
Joe Milton. I thought he was your guy.
Yeah, 5 years ago when he was a freshman.
Who you got, Billy? I started with you.
You're the ending.
Yeah, I'm going with Bama too.
Okay.
And let's Washington State versus Oregon. Kristen, your team bounce back?
Yep, I got Oregon.
Who you got, Billy?
If it was at Washington State, I would take Washington State, but it's not.
Who you got, Matt? It's not
Oregon.
At Washington State. Who you got, Christian?
Christian, you mean Chris? I got Oregon.
Same thing. Glasses.
You going with Washington State?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
I gotta be Billy. I gotta be Billy this week.
You beat me last week too.
No, I gotta be Billy. Can't too many full sweeps coming.
No, dude. So I was real fast. I was gonna say we have 3 games that are just full sweeps on this show. This is crazy.
And probably what's gonna be the game of the week. Maybe not. Every year we say that. Penn State versus Ohio State. Who you got? Let me start with one of these big losers at the bottom. Kristen, who you got?
Matt has a big L on his hat too.
I'm gonna be biased with because I want him to take a L. I'm going Penn State.
Oh, you want Ohio State to win? Wow.
No. I want them to take a L. So I'm going Penn State for the win.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Who you got, Matt?
I think Penn State's recruiting has been built to beat Ohio State, so I'm going to go Penn State.
Billy, who you got?
I'm not silly, and I'm taking Ohio State.
Silly goose.
Who you got?
Ohio State as well for me.
Well, shout out to my dog Dre. Shout out to Heckman. But I'm lose. I'm going Penn State, baby.
Oh shit, Tonio. Okay, I thought he was gonna go the other way. All right.
I fucking hate Ohio State more than I hate Michigan. Just
Not more than Notre Dame, though.
Fuck Notre Dame, bro. Always saying that. And then let's get into some not so easy picks because I know y'all don't pay attention to none of these teams. Let's start with these servicemen. Shout out to y'all if y'all defend the country. Matt, Billy,
Welcome.
we do that shit. You know, we don't do a lot, but sometimes we do. I
Fuck
have
the
been
troops.
shot at before, so
What?
you know.
Whoa! What did Matt say?
Real
He
fast
said-
person. Matt can say whatever he wants because he's one of them. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah,
But
he
I think he
said-
said, "Fuck the servicemen."
He
yeah,
did.
he did.
I said fuck the troops.
Yeah, but you know, every serviceman says that about this
No,
shit.
there's at least
So,
10,000 of them right now being told to take a shower.
yeah, it's weird. It's really weird right now. It's a bunch
See, y'all
of
got the
dudes.
inside scoop.
Yeah.
Bunch of
So I'm
stank
gonna
asses.
start. I'm gonna start with you, Billy, since you in. Who you got?
Well, the Navy's fucked me enough. I'm going Air Force here. Okay.
Who you got, Matt?
Air Force is good as fuck this year.
I'm also on that. Yeah, Navy, you ain't gonna get me again, train. So I'm going Air Force. got me.
Fool me
Got
once,
me
you're gonna
twice.
fool me twice.
Got me twice. I ain't going 3 times. 2 reenlistments. You got me.
I'm so mad I'm fooling people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Matt
bringing
doing the
motherfuckers.
same shit. Chris, what you got?
I got the Air Forces. Shout out Nelly.
That's all.
Show some
That's
fucking
all I
respect, Chris.
Hey, who you got, Christian?
Not now.
Air Force.
Hey, fuck you, bro. We in the Navy. What's wrong with you and Chris?
Chris, what happened to your support for the troops, dude? What happened?
Mine.
Yeah,
I'm not
your
a fan
whole-
of
yeah,
seamen.
I'm just piggybacking off of Matt.
I haven't been a seaman in a while. I'm a petty
Yeah,
officer.
Chris, shut
Damn
the
it.
fuck up.
Shut your ass up. Respect me. All right. Georgia State versus Louisiana. Chris, let's run through this real quick so we can get to the meat and potatoes. Georgia State versus Louisiana. Who you got?
Louisiana.
Who you got, Billy?
I got Georgia State, man.
Who you got, Christian?
Georgia State.
Who you got, Matt?
Louisiana.
I'm going Georgia State, Billy. Fuck, bro. I hate this because Texas Tech has let me down. I bet on them because my homeboy is my co-proprietor of the show. Like Shannon Sharp says every time, we are the proprietors of Brickshots with Billy. So we have to go with each other sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Like but this shit has been so hard. Texas Tech versus BYU. I'm gonna start with myself and fuck it. If Billy believe in Coach McGuire, I believe in Coach McGuire. Let's go Red Raiders. You got it. Who you got, Billy?
I'm also taking Texas Tech. I love BYU in the Big 12. I think they're doing a great job for their first year. But Joey's about to show them what Big 12 football is actually about.
Who you got, Matt?
Texas Tech, baby.
That's right, man.
Who you got, Chris?
Tech as well.
Yeah.
And Christian, round it out. Who you got?
Brigham Young.
You look like
I bet you're a soaker too.
Yeah, you look like a Republican.
Well,
Shout out real quick. Shout out to my coach, Coach Jackson, cornerback, Texas Tech Raiders. Also played with Wes Welker. So shout out to you, Coach Jackson. Always gonna be my dog for putting me on, making me a better player. And to round it off for college, Toledo and Miami of Ohio. Chris, who you got?
Fuck Big Ben school. I'm gonna go Holy Toledo.
Christian, who you got?
Toledo.
Matthew, who do you have?
I don't want to agree with Christian.
So you're going with Miami of Ohio?
Big Ben.
Well, he hasn't played there in about 20 years.
Who you got, Billy?
Well, actually.
That's what he sound like now because you from Brigham.
Sounds like what's that? Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory.
And you look like
you
like Smart Brother from Undercover Brother.
I don't know who that is.
You know Undercover Brother
Hey,
with Eddie
Eddie Griffin.
Oh,
No, he hasn't.
Oh,
I never seen the movie, but I know who Eddie Griffin is.
Chris, I mean Billy, let's go because we'll talk to him offline about this.
I'm also going Miami of Ohio. They got the best offense in the MAC.
I'm going Toledo as well.
Chris, you really got to stop picking up that kitty, man, and just petting him.
Why?
Does the cat like you the most in the house?
This one does, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I got one better for y'all since y'all want to be cute.
What?
Billy and Tonio, Marcus Henderson, Billy, Kevin James.
What?
That's who y'all look like.
Subject.
Oh, wow. Y'all don't know who they are?
I mean, I know who Kevin James is.
Yeah, I just keep seeing people
Marcus Henderson.
stopping tits on him.
Yeah, I don't know who Marcus Henderson is.
Who's that?
Smart guy, the oldest brother.
That is one of the most talented brothers to ever come through.
Craig.
Yeah, he sung the Lion King soundtrack.
Yeah.
To Be King, that's one of the hardest.
Simba, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was the only dark-skinned Michael Jackson in a movie ever, bro. Yeah, so I'll be him. I'll take that. But let's get on to the No Fun League. Jerry Jeudy and Steve Smith exchanged some words. The exact quote is Jeudy said, "Nigga, I don't fuck with you."
Ninja.
To Steve Smith.
Steve said
and Steve Smith
it's documented.
Steve Smith understanding where he's at and his position, he handled it better than in the NFL Steve Smith would have. Because in the NFL, Steve Smith would have beat the fuck out of Jerry Jeudy. I don't care. Everybody saying, oh, he would have beat the dog.
Bro, you could tell by the look on his face and the way he was standing, like he was still hot about that shit.
Bro, come on now. Hey man, like I said, old man strength already was a dog. Man, he would have choked fucking Jerry Jeudy out. Man, I don't care about the height difference. I don't care about nothing. He would have beat the fuck out of him. But he was understanding. He said it. He called him just another guy, an average wide receiver.
Jag.
And was he wrong for his opinion, or was Jerry Jeudy wrong for the response? So I'm gonna start. I don't think neither one of them was wrong. Somebody say something crazy to you, you got the option to respond how you want to. Now, if somebody makes an accurate depiction of what you've been showing this year on the field, and that shit's also true, and they're analysts, and he was elite at his position, well, he got the right to say that shit because that's what he does. So I don't think anybody was wrong in that position. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, if I say some crazy shit to Billy's a nice guy. I can't use Billy. If I say some crazy shit to Matt or Christian, and don't expect for them to say get offended when they say some crazy shit back to me, then I'm probably wrong. So yeah, I don't have a problem with none of it because it didn't lead to anything. Now if Steve Smith would have, because I'm honest, I'm gonna be honest, Jerry, he would have beat the fuck out of you. I ain't gonna lie, he would have beat your ass. We done seen him. You not that guy for that one. All right. So my opinion, I don't think neither one of them was wrong because I'm not gonna beat my ass or not. I'm not gonna let nobody just say some crazy shit to me. I don't say nothing back. And he could have responded better, but if that's the route he chose, that's a grown ass man. You say some crazy shit to somebody else, okay, I'll just take that. Nah, fuck all that. Nigga, I don't fuck with you. That's what that was. So what you felt about it, Chris?
I mean, I didn't think anything Steve Smith said was wrong. And the fact is, aside from Jalen Reagor, he's the worst pick in that first round. You can throw Henry Ruggs in there too if you want to count him going to prison. But while they were playing, I think Ruggs was a better receiver than Jeudy was. Jeudy ain't coming nowhere close to CD or Justin Jefferson, and Brandon Ayuk's been showing out too. So realistically, Ayuk was at the end of the first. Second round was T. Higgins. He was the first pick of the second. Ayuk, I think, was 25th overall.
Laviska Shenault is who I was thinking of. He was taken in the first round too, right?
No, he went second.
That's what I thought. Okay, my bad.
I just gave you all the first round receivers.
I didn't
Chanel
know
went
that was all the
42
first
overall,
round.
second round to Jacksonville.
So if we really look at them Alabama wide receivers that came like out of them classes, Judy would be the worst one for real.
Yeah.
NFL play.
Yeah.
So I mean, Butler said Ruggs, but Ruggs in jail, so that don't fucking count. Like,
But while he was in
And
the
like
league,
Chris was
might have
saying,
a
Ruggs
career.
he was trending up.
yeah, like he was gonna be something until he
Yeah.
got fucking drunk, and I think he was gonna have. Judy don't
just
get
ain't
this
put it
wrong.
together yet.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think Judy sucks. I think he's in a terrible position. The whole organization is terrible up there. But you gotta make the best of it because we seen rest in peace to him. But we seen Demaryius Thomas make the best of it while he was there. Like so, yeah. So I feel like you could put some shit on paper. I know Russ is a shell of himself, even if he was himself at first. Like I said, I watched that Marshawn Lynch doc with Uncle Shannon. I'm always gonna side with Marshawn because he's for the people trying to tell them get their chicken. If Russ a hoe, he just a hoe. That's all that is. But I do think that Judy, like, aside from Ruggs going to jail, I think Judy is the worst of that. Because look at Waddle, look at Devontae.
You're doing the next year's draft.
You saw what I'm?
You're doing the next year's draft.
I'm just talking about because they
He's
all
talking
play
about
with each
all
other.
Alabama.
Yeah, I'm just
receivers.
talking about them receivers.
At the
Like, but at the time, all of them are doing better. Like, so yeah, that's me. What you felt about it, Christian?
Basically, like you said, neither one of them was wrong, but I feel like Judy could have took that criticism and fueled him a little bit. Just to say I don't fuck with you basically because of what you said about me. I mean, that's his job. What, you don't fuck with almost any analyst because I'm pretty sure all of them feel the same way. Because what have you done? So I think he could have handled it better, and Smith wasn't wrong. He just voiced his opinion and didn't say anything, out of disrespect.
He wasn't like you fucking bum. He
just called him an average receiver.
Because he could have said that, and it wouldn't have been.
And it wouldn't have been a lot.
Yeah. Matt, how you feel?
I disagree with Christian. I think Judy did use that and feel it as motivation to a tune of, I believe he had about 60 yards that game. So one of his best games of his career.
So that's a great game for a guy.
For a first round pick.
What's the guy that Christian said that's being the top wide receiver last week? What's his name, Christian? Yeah. He out here shitting on Judy. Judy been in the league. What? I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah, if we honest, Judy ain't even the number one receiver out there. It's Sutton.
Exactly.
Hey, Steve Smith said that before the Kansas City game, right? Or am I tripping about that?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Judy used that for motivation to have a season low 14 yards on 3 catches. Highly motivating.
Not great Kansas City defense.
Yeah, they haven't been good ever. Like,
I don't think KC's corners are locked down like that.
Never. They 40. What's
to
the
lock
safety?
down just a guy.
What's the safety? The motherfuckers.
No. I'm saying as an argument. I don't think they just locked him down if he that dude.
Sorensen's not there no more.
No, they got Josh Williams and Snead.
I miss Sorensen. He probably not in the league no more. Billy, what's your take?
No, it's always cool to see what if Skip Bayless is saying, oh, he's a bum or whatever, it's easy to be like, shut the fuck up, Skip, right? But if you have at least a borderline Hall of Famer, at worst, Steve Smith saying the same shit, you can't just be like, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about, because he does. Like, he's been there, and he's smaller than you, got picked later than you, and he knows that he's better than you. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy. But Jerry without a doubt. And Jerry Jeudy could have taken the high road and been like, yeah, this really my year ain't really happening yet, but I'm gonna get into my own. I'm gonna figure it out. Or something whack, some shit he could have said without just being
shrug it off. Shrug it off.
And now you're attacking again a borderline Hall of Famer, where it kind of makes you look a little weak, but maybe I'm tripping. I just feel like, Judy, what do you do? What's the point of Jerry Jeudy coming back at it with anything other than respect for the OGs?
He did look weak, and if he would have took it further, he definitely would have looked weak. Steve
Smith beat the shit. Yeah,
yes, he would have beat the shit out of him. But let me ask you this: let's put a what if, because I'm a big what if guy. What if Steve Smith was one of the people he looked up to, and he said that shit, and it just hurt his feelings?
Oh damn!
Could have been.
What if that was? Because I just don't see you getting heated like that.
You know what's crazy, dude? If that's the case, dude, I don't feel. I take everything back I said about Jerry Jeudy, because if one of my idols said that shit about me, I'd be real hot too, and I'd just say some shit that I didn't even mean. And I know that about myself.
I don't know. Like I said, even if that ain't the case, I don't think anyone else was wrong. But Jerry
you're
Jeudy,
a pro athlete. You shouldn't have
Yeah.
such soft fucking feelings.
Hey, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's a new day and age. So let's get into it, man. We was talking about quarterbacks for 2 weeks with our quarterback analyst Chris, who's terrible opinion of quarterbacks, but he's still my dog. I wouldn't get rid of him for nothing. Yeah, great addition to the show. Terrible quarterback takes, but great addition.
Not at all.
So let's go.
I even sent Billy a tier list of them, all the starters.
Yeah, you did. Still ass. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into some of these quarterbacks that's on Chris's shit list. Let's get into their offensive lines. Let's break down. Let's see if it's because their offensive line is trash. And let's get into it. So I put this in the notes. Let's get into the 3 worst and the 3 best offensive line. And then let's what if. Let's what if, because I just said I'm a guy of what ifs. So opinionated. I'm gonna say the Giants have the worst offensive line in the league. Is that agreed upon?
What if I told you the Washington Redskins had given up more sacks than the Giants this year?
That's what I was gonna say. I
would believe it.
The Commanders giving up more sacks.
I would believe it. But
I think Washington has the worst offensive line in the league.
All right, well, let's get into it.
But let me. Okay, go ahead.
No, what were you about to say?
I was going to say, well, with that being said, I think Sam Howell's doing a hell of a job behind that trash ass O line.
Joe Burrow
Not saying he's like a Pro Bowler, but doing what he's doing behind the O line like that, I wouldn't have thought they had the worst. But somebody saying it wouldn't blow my mind.
I'm gonna go on because fuck a stat. I've seen too many clips of this Giants O line. I seen a clip
where in prime time non-fucking stop,
and that's why they're the worst, Chris. That's why they're the worst, because they get exposed every week. I seen a clip of one of them blocking each other this week.
Yeah, you talking about
that was
Neil.
Center, yeah, and I'm just like, nah.
That's crazy.
You said that was the Bears?
That's crazy.
Yeah, so top 3 worst offensive line. Let's go Commanders, Giants, Bears. We can agree on that?
No, definitely not the Bears.
Not the Bears.
So
you must have not seen that last screenshot that I posted in the group chat. Justin Fields has the most time to throw of any quarterback in the league.
He also creates time.
Hey, so save that then. Save that notion. All right, so who's the 3rd worst then, Chris, or anybody?
Bengals. Joe Burrow's been playing behind a shit O-line since he came into the league. He's running for his fucking life every single game that he's ever played. He's gotten crippled a few times.
He's crippled
Exactly. How is it not the Bengals? Like, the motherfucker don't have no time to throw ever.
You know it's Bengals.
Yeah, why are you saying it weird?
Because there's an E, not an A. Bengals.
But that is how they.
No, you were saying with an I.
It's
like Bengals.
Bengals.
Either way, because Chris is wrong, but y'all seen the quarterback arguments for the last few weeks. He's been wrong. He's not going to back down. Let's. All right. So we've identified the worst 3: Giants, Commanders. Damn, he got.
I guess that's what we having trouble agreeing on that third one.
Bengals. No, he said the Bengals. He almost fucked me up. I was going to say
the Raiders' offensive line is pretty bad too.
Yeah, but the Raiders as an organization, we're not going to talk. The Raiders are excluded from any talks because, once again, if Gruden not there, that shit. Yeah, but if Gruden not there, that shit's not fucking working. Like it's never gonna work. Nothing. We've already said this. And now let's point out the 3 best offensive lines in the league, Chris.
I had 3 that immediately came to mind when I saw the topic, and for me, it was Eagles, Lions, Cowboys. There's a few others that popped in my mind after I thought about it for a little bit, and those were the Browns and the Colts. And then for me, with the 49ers, it really just comes down to Trent Williams. I mean, that line for Christian McCaffrey, they open holes so wide, Lisa Ann would be jealous.
And let me say this. Did y'all see when Trent Williams got his ass thrown by Myles Garrett?
Well, did you not see that Trent Williams was in a walking boot, and the only reason he played was because he didn't want to back up to be in the position to play against the best defensive end?
Hey, if I'm 330, I don't give a damn what's hurting. I ain't getting thrown by a 280 guy.
If you're Trent,
Crazy
Trent Williams, you can afford to be thrown a couple times.
Crazy.
But I mean,
have you seen fucking Myles Garrett?
I'm just saying that was.
I ain't scared of him. They make
Who Myles Garrett
for everybody.
He damn near killed Mason Rudolph.
Man, when he stopped wearing sleeves. That's crazy.
Yeah, I shoot the shit out of Myles Garrett. Fuck wrong with you.
He might hit you with a crossover first.
I didn't say I was scared of Myles Garrett because, like you said,
I mean, you kind of said it. He's
scary. I said he's scary.
He's scary.
As your voice guy, scary dude.
The scariest dude ain't even big for nothing. Scariest dude in the world is John Jones. He ain't even that big.
Brock Lesnar.
No, you crazy?
Jones got a fight coming up in about a month too.
Are you scared of John Jones if he's sober?
I'm scared of John Jones, bro. Hell yeah, off crack, on crack. I don't give a fuck.
It still might be Mike Tyson.
Yeah, nah, it's John Jones. This dude, John Jones. I watched the video. He just out in the desert training with SEALs, shooting 50 cal. This dude is dangerous, bro. John Jones is dangerous.
He's a crazy motherfucker. Y'all think Chandler Jones is crazy? Shit.
He getting a little piece of it too.
But so let's get back to it. So I'm gonna agree with Chris. I think it is the Lions, the fuck ass Cowboys, and the Eagles. Eagles off the pure strength of they the only one that can perfect the quarterback sneak, apparently, because the 3rd best offensive line still couldn't get fucking.
Bro, have you seen anybody else try to do it? Like
I seen y'all start motherfucker try to do it and fail.
Yeah, it looks fucking terrible.
When
anybody but the Eagles make it look like it's a gimme.
So let's reverse it. Let's give Joe the Eagles offensive line. Let's give Daniel Jones the Cowboys offensive line, and let's give
Can we not? I don't want him as my quarterback ever.
He ain't gonna. I'm just not switching teams. I just want their lines to go. And who was the 3rd? The Commander. Let's get Sam Howell. The Lions offensive line.
Say, I'm not in agreement with the Cowboys as the top 3 offensive line.
So who you got better?
I believe the Buccaneers are better than the Cowboys.
Ooh,
they are pretty good. Anything to get the Cowboys off the list will do it for me.
Give me Miami's offensive line, by the way.
Ooh.
I don't think Miami. Tua still could die. We're not gonna act like just because they got a track team, he's now, one hit away.
I don't agree with scheme quarterbacks, but I agree with the scheme helping the offensive line, and that's Miami.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
Yeah, I don't think it's Miami. So
the fucking receivers take 1 second and they're 30 yards.
Either way, because I wanted to get back to the quarterbacks thing. If we give those quarterbacks better offensive line, do those quarterbacks get better, or are they still the same?
Nope.
None of the quarterbacks.
They might Burrow, I think, would be he's only got so much better he can get.
You don't think Joe Burrow gets better, Billy, without getting smacked and could sit in the pocket and shred you like he did?
If he's healthy, yes. But right now, no.
I'm talking about healthy. This is because we're already in scenario mode.
Big what if. Okay, yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
What you think, Chris?
I think Sam Howell might be slightly better, but for the most part, not really.
My sleeper is Daniel Jones. I don't think Daniel Jones sucks. I think Waller is his best wide receiver option. And then when Saquon ain't healthy, he's the best running back on the team. I really
Josh
want
Allen's argument, and you fucking hate him, and he's infinitely better than Daniel Jones.
He also throws a lot of interceptions.
Yeah.
And a shitload of touchdowns.
Right.
Yeah. All right. But he don't win shit.
But I've never put Daniel Jones.
We didn't put him in the top 8, but what is your argument against that one, Christian? Chris, he don't win shit.
What y'all saying? Y'all wouldn't put him in the top 8. What 8 quarterbacks would you put in front of him?
Of Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Mahomes, Hurts, Lamar, Joe Burrow.
All right, see, it gets hard.
Bro, Josh Allen is 56 and 26 over his career.
I don't care.
There's no way y'all would take Hurt over.
So and he's fucking 4-4 in the playoffs, Chris.
Okay, that don't matter.
He's got me to a Super Bowl. Are you fucking crazy?
Y'all keep saying what he did in the playoffs. What did Lamar do in the playoffs? Now I ain't saying Lamar sucks, but he's done nothing either. But y'all give him credit.
He has the same amount of wins as Josh Allen. He has the same amount of wins as Josh Allen does in the playoffs.
And Josh Allen.
So why is Allen shit, but he's great?
Whoa. I didn't say Josh Allen was shit. I'm just
tired of calling him shit.
Also,
you know why, Christian? Because fucking Lamar ain't never had a Stephon Diggs on his team ever. Ever.
What? That don't mean nothing.
That don't mean nothing.
No, I don't got a number 1 receiver on my team, and that means nothing. Are you fucking?
Josh Allen never had a Mark Ingram.
Okay. He has a running game. Does Allen?
Yeah, Mark Ingram.
No. Does he have a running game? Has he ever?
What does this league come to? Y'all been shitting on me trying to get running backs paid. All of y'all been shitting on the running backs paid. So I want to hear that running game.
No, I ain't saying to pay him. I'm saying it takes pressure off the quarterback. If you ain't threatened by the run game, you sitting back in coverage.
He is the fucking run game.
Who ain't got a run game? The Ravens.
Allen. And if you want to keep
that's
going
what I'm saying.
Lamar's a better runner than Allen.
What are you? Okay, I'm talking about as a running back. A running game from your running back.
Bro, I don't give a fuck about no run game, Christian, because you know you're smart enough, just like I'm smart enough to know that the league is going to the air. Y'all did why running backs ain't getting paid? Because we throw the ball 80 times, Christian.
Right. So if you sitting there and know that they throwing, you ain't threatened from the run game. Baltimore, you got to play the run and the pass.
Don't matter. It don't matter. When I got a Stephon Diggs versus a fucking injured Odell Beckham, who you taking?
Well, you already know who I ain't touching.
Okay, so that's dumb as fuck. Christian, I got somebody that I know can go get me one. Lamar don't got nobody that can go get him one. Just Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews the best receiver. Mark Andrews is the best receivers on the Ravens. I don't care about the stats.
Man, come on, you got to at some point. You want to bring stats up when it's playoffs. Okay, but you want to bring up stats now.
Because it don't make a fuck. You can throw.
Don't make a fuck if they win the playoffs or not.
Christian, Drew Brees led the league in passing a lot. He still got one fucking ring. He ain't winning me shit. Oh,
so does he suck? Does he suck?
No,
he don't.
Let me go back to the original question. Let me go back to the original question. Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff, Lamar Jackson.
You taking Goff over Allen?
No, not in any order. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm taking Goff over Allen. Absolutely.
Okay, go with your list.
He's shown me more with less than Josh Allen has shown me.
He's shown me more with an elite O-line.
What weapons does he have?
Who? Josh Allen?
Yes, sir.
Stephon Diggs.
Outside of Stephon Diggs, what weapons does he have?
Take away Amon St. Brown from Jared Goff.
You're not answering the question, Billy. Outside of Stephon Diggs, what weapons does he have?
If you want to get technical, right? Gabe Davis, right?
When does he show up?
The cat from Boise State.
You don't even know his name, so he must not be that good.
He's not that good. I'm saying,
right? That's what I'm saying.
If you weren't a Lions fan, take away Amon St. Brown. Who's he throwing to?
Jameson Williams.
When does he have it?
He's got 7 career catches. He's not a threat yet.
But we know he's more of a threat than Gabe Davis.
No, Gabe Davis is
Jared Goff has also got me to a fucking Super Bowl.
Sure.
He's got me to a Super Bowl.
No, this is what I'm not saying Goff is trash. He is doing more with less, but he's not a more talented quarterback.
You didn't ask me talent. Who am I taking is different.
Okay,
that's what you said.
The
Come
whole
on,
thing
Christian.
was
That's my argument, bro. Like, I'm talking about who will win. This motherfucker ain't won shit in the postseason.
Okay.
Four games. Four games. The same as Lamar. Four games.
Let me ask this: are the Lions worse or better with Josh Allen or Jared Goff?
They're the same.
The same, probably. If I keep Alma St. You're telling me, hold on, who would you rather have, Stephon Diggs or Alma St. Brown?
Stephon.
For real?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Stephon, fuck all that.
You wouldn't?
No, with all the locker room shit and weird shit.
Even with that, I'll take Stephon. I mean, I love St. Brown, but Stephon's a better talent.
Either way.
So you saying Stephon Diggs? I mean, St. Brown is a top 5 receiver, and Stephon isn't, or he is as well.
He is
if
as
you bring
well.
money into it, you pay him nothing, and he produces more than 98% of the wide receivers. So yeah.
Nah, y'all tripping. Y'all can't name 4 receivers y'all would take
over Stephon Diggs.
They make
easy
40 times the amount of money he does. To build a team, I would take St. Brown.
5 receiver.
Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Tyreek Hill, fucking I'm thinking of the Dolphins, excuse me, Jalen Waddle. There's a lot of receivers I'm taking over Stephon Diggs.
Oh, I said St. Brown.
Jamar Chase, Alma St. Brown. That's 7 receivers I'm taking over.
You just said St. Brown was a top 5. You just named 6 in front of him. I'm just naming
receivers. There's not a list. I'm just naming the receivers.
Stop doing that, Chris. I noticed you moved the goalpost to fit your arguments.
You said name me 7. You said name me 8 receivers. You said name me these amount of people. So I'm naming you the 8 amount of people. Those are just the first ones that come to my head. That's not a list. Just because that's who's coming right here as soon as I'm thinking about it. Cooper Kupp. Come on, dude.
But this is what I'm saying. Y'all said he was top 5. You just named 7 receivers. That's outside of 5 receivers.
Are you asking me, Christian? Are you asking me a top list, or are you asking me who am I taking?
Hey, Chris, whole ass was just
I'm asking you a top list. You said he was the top 5 receiver. I mean, I ain't saying St. Brown is garbage, but damn.
And then even this year, if you want to say fucking Calvin Ridley, I might take Calvin Ridley over Stephon Diggs. That's me being a little out there. That's me just being
another one with a shitty O-line too. To get us back on the O-line argument.
We can move on from that argument.
Because you're losing?
O-line is shit.
No, because I mean it'll keep going on all day. All
right, man. Well, moving on from Christian's bullshit ass Josh Allen take to another bullshit ass reaction. How we feel about that Cowboys versus Chargers game? I start with the Cowboy himself, the fake Texan, Chris.
The game was fucking terrible. It was fucking terrible on both sides.
Don't you have Herbert in the top 5 QBs? Why was it such a terrible game? And you hate on your own defense all the time.
Because he had a bad game.
Okay. I just want to clear that up.
Matt, what you felt about it?
Billy, you acting like good players don't have bad games.
Just trying to out-stupid each other.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not saying – I think Herbert had a bad game also. I'm just throwing it out there at home.
Wait. I'm sorry, Matt. That was rude. Matt, I'll go to you again. How did you feel about the game?
I think it was a battle of which head coach was just dumber. Didn't want to it was just I really didn't.
Mike McCarthy's time management is just.
I didn't really take much from it. I thought that Dallas did enough to get by. And again, Staley just looked like he ain't the guy for it.
He's a dead man walking. He's got to be fucking done.
Billy, what you got? Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, ask Billy.
I was just gonna say, Anthony Lynn, as a black head coach, got fired for a lot less. Brandon Staley's out here doing way worse, and I mean way fucking worse with way more fucking talent.
Can we say Staley might be the problem? Kind of holding Herbert.
Absolutely, it's all Staley's fault.
Well, I was just gonna say keeping Herbert from showing what he really is.
Herbert had a chance to win the motherfucking game and threw an interception in the 4th quarter.
But he did play with what is it, a broken finger or something?
Man, how many excuses?
Come on, y'all.
Joe Burrow hurt. He's still out there.
He's playing bad. Injured. He's playing bad.
And they winning.
He's still winning. Joe Burrow. Christian, we have been on this show crushing Joe Burrow. And then now Herbert's hurt, and you're like, well, hold on.
No, I wasn't saying Herbert he should sit down. Same thing as Herbert.
I'm going back to it. Herbert is getting too much fuck. He did nothing. He's 0-1 in the playoffs, and he's only made it once.
Has the worst playoff loss ever. The worst playoff loss ever.
I'm the CEO of the Herbert Protection Agency, and even I think he had a shitty game that you can't defend. Like, it was just players have bad games. It is what he is. He sucked.
How many bad games has Justin Herbert had?
You need to drop him out of a fucking tier.
Right, but why do y'all think he had a bad game? Because he sucks or because he's probably hurt? Like they say.
He had a bad game because y'all put him on this pedestal. Like, if y'all wouldn't have put him on this pedestal right out the gate, the pedestal for Justin Herbert, hey, he's a top 5 quarterback automatically. Why?
But that's what was just asked. I said, did he have a bad game because he sucks or because he was probably hurt?
Okay, hold on. We're just talking about one game. How many bad games has Justin Herbert had?
I ain't gonna say he sucked, but I'm just like I said, the fucking tier that he's been put in year after year, he's not living up to those expectations. Y'all put him, and we got the tape. A lot of y'all put him as a top 5 quarterback every year.
He's another a more athletic Phillip Rivers.
We had this argument, Billy. Chris, we ain't gotta go over this again. I don't give a fuck about Phillip Rivers when Tom Brady and Peyton Manning is in the AFC with Phillip Rivers and Ben Roethlisberger. Don't nobody give a fuck about Phillip Rivers. Of course, he gonna throw for you. Of course, he gonna make the passes, but he ain't winning.
You act like winning is gonna be easy. He's going against.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't give a fuck about him.
Chris, real fast, can you look up all of Herbert's stats game by game?
But now we're talking about Phillip Rivers against going against guys not in his division. The best player in the fucking league is in his division.
That's what I'm saying, Christian. I don't give a fuck about it because the same thing.
Give a fuck about
Christian,
it. What do you mean?
Christian, the same picture is painted for fucking Justin Herbert, and y'all still putting him up here. The best quarterbacks are in his division.
Hold on.
Christian, no. The best quarterback. I didn't say quarterbacks.
Are you taking Herbert over Allen?
Me?
Yep.
No.
Matthew.
Am I taking Herbert over Allen?
Yes.
No.
So you're still riding with Josh Allen, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All
Billy, you see my tier list. I got Herbert one spot behind Allen.
Still in that top tier, though.
Yeah, that's a stupid. You gotta drop him. At some point, Chris, you the most critical motherfucker of who can get me there? Who can get me there? That's what you said.
Chris got him out there. Don't get mad at him. That's where he got him.
Chris, who can get me there? I need the top 8 that can get me there.
Well,
Justin can't get you there.
Tonio, you're misconstruing his argument. It was who can get me there, and then who can get me there again.
So
yeah. Justin Herbert's never got
the whole argument is if you start the season,
Chris,
who's on your roster? Do you feel that they can get it done?
Chris,
no.
And y'all want to talk about in the past
Chris,
they did X,
what
Y,
the
and Z.
500, Chris. He can't even win the games in the regular season.
Chris, was he not up 35 points in a playoff game? Was he not up 35 points in the playoff?
Oh, we just saw Shador up 29. I don't hear you bashing him. Come on.
He's a fucking college quarterback. Come on, about a motherfucker that y'all put in the top 5 quarterback in the NFL. In the NFL. Are you fucking serious?
Tonio.
He's playing against an NFL defense. Shador, if he's NFL ready, he should be beating their fucking ass. But no, he gets love, but dude gets shit on. Come on. What's going on?
What?
Christian might be right about that. Hold on. I do think
I'm gonna holler at you just like that.
What?
I'm gonna holler at you just like I'm finna holler, just like I just hollered
at
Chris.
Come on. You can't argue for
that's dumb as fuck. That is dumb as fuck. I don't care. We can say what we want. We said he NFL ready when his dad said you ain't going no fucking work. So
come on. Is the NFL ready? Yes or no?
Shador?
Yes.
No.
Oh, he is though.
No. Tonio know he want to say he is. Any other time he would.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Defense, anybody in there?
I don't care. First round. That's how you know how I know I'm fucking you up. You went to Shador Sanders, a college
Because you
quarterback,
love him.
versus
You gonna defend him, but you're not gonna defend this guy for the same argument.
A top 5
Dude.
NFL quarterback, and we going to a dude.
Okay, who's top 5
Colorado.
on that Stanford defense?
I don't care about.
He should have been torturing that fucking defense, which he didn't.
He had
And what
420 yards. He had
what's the
420
argument,
fucking yards, Christian. He had
You said what?
420. He had 429 yards with 4
Okay, he
touchdowns.
lost the game again. Herbert, all we're talking about is wins. You said fuck stats. You don't care about him.
No.
You said fuck stats.
You just said
Bring him up.
that's how you done, right? You said he should torch the defense.
Right.
430 yards, not torching something.
No, you said fuck
What
stats.
he's supposed to,
You said fuck stats. You want wins, and you just brought up how Herbert lost a lead in the playoffs.
So let me ask you this: Who lost the game? Was it Shador or was it the defense giving up 213 yards? What? The shit is not comparable.
You changing it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
The shit is not comparable at all. First of all, we're talking about a fucking person that's in college right now versus Christian's number 4 on his fucking quarterbacks list. That was Christian's number 4. An NFL quarterback versus a college kid.
You know you're wrong. You gonna argue this to the bare
That shit don't even make sense.
It makes
doesn't make sense. That's how I know that Justin Herbert sucks is because you go on to the quarterback from Colorado versus an NFL quarterback.
So now it's little old Colorado, but before they coming.
Hey, Christian, what else make you feel? What else make you feel good at night about Justin Herbert getting ass?
Hold
on. Actually,
Tony
you know
know what he's doing.
So,
he know what he's doing.
I was on Christian's side for a lot of that until you just brought up something. What was Justin Herbert's numbers in that game? Chris, that 35 comeback game. What was Justin Herbert's numbers? Did he torch Jacksonville's defense?
See, 25 for 43, 273 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 sacks.
Doesn't sound like he torched that fucking defense. Sounds like
I didn't say nobody torched the defense. I just brought up the point that
Shador did what he was supposed to do. Herbert did not do what he was supposed to do with a 35-point lead, is what Tonio is saying. Shador had
you're talking playoffs. That was a 31-30 loss. There wasn't a 35-point lead.
31 or 30 points. Not 35.
Yeah, they was up. Okay. It don't matter. They was up. So your argument, Christian, you just said did Shador torch them? Yes, he did.
No, I didn't. I say he didn't.
It was 24-7 at halftime. It wasn't a
listen. This is what I'm saying. What did you just say? Fuck stats. I don't care about stats. Does he win? Okay. Did this Shador win? Fuck stats. Fuck him. We ain't worried about that.
So since we're comparing college to the NFL, let's see if they make it to a bowl game. Now, if Shador wins his bowl game, we'll revisit this.
Have you seen their schedule?
I don't care about their schedule.
Oh my God.
I seen it, but I'm going. No, because I'm going off of what you're trying to make the argument. You're trying to go to a dude that's already in the NFL, a quarterback that you said is number 4 in the quarterback ranking, better than Jalen Hurts, who's been to a Super Bowl. That means he won more than one playoff game.
Look at the stats this season. You tell me who's better.
I don't care about their stats.
You just wanted to bring them up just a minute ago, but now you
no. Because let's see who's 5-1 and who's whatever and whatever. Who's that? Who's that, Christian? Who's gonna make the playoffs and who's gonna be on the wild card?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna bet that, because the Chargers is being ran by
like you just said.
Culture needs to be. We're talking about the quarterbacks. We're not talking about them winning in the playoffs.
Phillip Rivers outside his division, he's torturing
Dan Marino,
people.
one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He ain't got no Super Bowls. That doesn't mean he's less of a talent. I'm talking about the quarterbacks.
He got there.
He got there.
And he didn't win it. I'm not talking about the teams.
No.
I'm talking about head-to-head.
Justin Herbert, Christian, Justin Herbert, how many years been in the league?
What, 4?
And for him to be an elite quarterback since he got in, he only been to the playoffs one time. But he's elite.
Hey, Matt. Matt, I got a question.
See what.
Would you rather have Justin Herbert on your team or Jared Goff?
No, Hurts.
No. I'm asking Herbert or Goff.
Goff.
Christian, would you rather have Justin Herbert or Jared Goff on your team?
Give me Goff.
Okay,
Oh.
so Chris,
Oh.
you're a Cowboys fan. Are you going to take Justin Herbert? So free agency happens. You got Justin Herbert or Jared Goff. Who you taking?
Herbert.
See, and that's Christian right there
You
to let you know that your quarterback
that's a
taking
good question. That's a good question. Because I'm not gonna sit there and say I would just straight up take Goff. I might take Herbert. I like what Goff doing, but I might take Herbert. But y'all are telling me y'all would take Hurts over Herbert.
Yes.
I mean,
I would take Hurts over Herbert.
do y'all think the stats are flawed or something? What are y'all looking at?
I don't think Christian. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. I don't even want to talk to the analyst, Christian. Let me talk to the Christian that played football.
Talk to him.
All right, Christian. Sap. Let me talk to Sap.
Man, come on.
Would you want to have a 15 tackle game and get beat 40-0, or would you want to have 5 tackles, 6 assists, and y'all beat the other team 40-0?
Second.
Oh, all right. I mean, so with Justin Herbert going off and throwing for all these yards, but the team losing. No.
I'm listening.
The team losing. You'll take that over Jared Goff getting you to the second round of the playoffs.
You mean Hurts?
Oh, or yeah, Jalen Hurts getting you to the second round of the playoffs.
That's a different argument. Because
but it's the same argument. So
if Hurts goes to the Chargers, are they doing the same or worse? If Herbert goes to the Eagles, are they doing the
discussion that I like. We're just swap the quarterbacks. Because if you just comparing results,
swap the quarterbacks. Which team is worse?
The ingredients are different.
They winning. The Chargers winning some shit.
Come on.
You add a different element. Jalen Hurts gonna be able to get out
the rest of y'all feel.
Them sacks that Michael Parsons was putting on Justin Herbert.
He gonna put that shit on Jalen as well.
Yeah, but Jalen ain't getting sacked every time. He's not slow, Christian. He gonna get out.
Herbert wasn't either. That was the first sack of the game. He was getting pressured constantly.
Exactly. I don't care.
The Cowboys
so we're not gonna compare that. We definitely not comparing their athleticism. I know.
So let's look,
not
Billy
doing,
and Matt. Which team is the same or worse? If the quarterbacks are swapped,
they're both worse.
Okay, if you had to flip a coin, which team would you bet makes the playoffs?
The Eagles
or Chargers?
Offensive line.
All right.
Oh yeah, the Eagles have the offensive line.
So Jalen Hurts has a better O line. I'm assuming y'all say.
Yes.
I think that plays a big part in a quarterback throwing the football.
Not really.
Okay? If you ain't got no time, you get your ass.
Did we not
Burrow went to the Super Bowl.
He got sacked like Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah. We
saw
like
the exception to the
How
rule.
long was his career?
Oh man, so now we making exceptions to the rules. You just said, well, Joe Burrow.
No, you made the exception to the rule.
I didn't make the exception. I'm just playing the game how y'all want to play. I just win the game. I'm winning the game.
You pulled up Burrow making it when that's not the rule.
I'm winning the game. No, he said, do you get to the Super Bowl with a worse offensive line? That's what he said. Joe Burrow did. We seen it.
I ain't say that. That's not what I said.
Either way,
Mahomes did it 1 year
and got torched.
Exactly.
That old line is important. Jalen Hurts has a better
it wasn't
line,
important.
So
it don't matter.
Probably gonna win more.
Tom Brady wasn't.
Hey, New England always had a good old line. What are you talking about? You know that.
I ain't talking about New England. I'm talking about Tampa Bay when Tom Brady was there.
They had a great old line that year.
I'm just saying they wasn't losing. They was not losing. Tom Brady had a point to prove. It was deeper than that. It was just a vendetta against Bill Belichick.
They had a bad O-line the following year, and they was right under 500.
That made the playoffs.
Either way, hot seats like I got Chris on. Which coaches are on, or not Christian? Because I won that argument. You got lawyered. If you don't
not
know,
all of them are good.
If you never watch How I Met Your Mother, I feel sorry for you because it's a great show. Chris, what coaches are on the hot seat? If you say Belichick, I will slap you through the cup.
Oh, Belichick is damn sure on the hot seat after coming off the 2 worst losses of his fucking career.
Oh my god!
Kraft's had to sit through the shit since Belichick or since Brady left.
What the fuck, Chris?
You think Kraft is going to let him continue to put together the worst roster in the league and then continue to coach it?
After
y'all are
6
fucking
rings?
delusional.
Yes.
What is the
You
NFL?
do, Chris.
It's a what have you done for me lately league. Belichick
Not
has
with
been
that.
fucking
Not with us.
garbage since
Not with
Brady
us,
left.
Chris. Not with us, Chris. I can't believe
All right.
Chris, you my go-to for sense on this show. And since we started this quarterback shit, you lost it. So now I gotta go back to Matt. Matt, who's on the hot seat?
Kevin O'Connell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think he has to do to get off of the hot seat? He made the playoffs last year as the number 2 seed.
Get rid of Kirko. Last year was a fluke. You know how many all those close games, like they just happened to win all of them. Like, yeah, it was so dumb.
That's another quarterback that was under 500 before last year, by the way, and that's Tonio's one of his top 5.
Yeah, but he also played for the fucking
Kirk
Redskins.
Cousins wasn't in my top 5. You dick. Stop lying on me. I had 3 black quarterbacks. Kirk wasn't in there. Chris, who on the hot seat?
Man, I got like 6 guys over here. How are y'all struggling this hard?
I'm gonna go with
I said mine instantly.
Brandon Staley.
Yes.
Who you got, Billy?
I got since Christian took Brandon Staley, I'm gonna say Sean McDermott. Like he has to do something with this great quarterback that he has. The defense is playing decent. They've gotten progressively worse over the past 2 years because they're so reliant on Josh Allen. Whereas Andy Reid, the more you rely on Mahomes, the better you're getting because he's a better quarterback.
Well, I'm gonna do something, Billy. Off the fly. I hope you don't get mad at me, but I'm gonna go because I knew somebody was gonna do it. I just didn't think it would be Chris. So I'm gonna go on to tell who's never gonna be on the hot seat in their career ever. My coach, we're 1-5 right now, and we could lose the rest of the games for the rest of the year. And Bill Belichick wouldn't be on the hot seat at all, ever.
He'll be fired before the playoffs start.
Where he would be on the hot seat is
if Jerry Jones was the owner, sure.
Shut up, Chris. So as the GM, Chris, I think this is his last year doing it. He's not the GM no more because he doesn't pick well. Terrible pick. But he's been picking those terrible picks turn into Brady. Like, so, you really can't argue that. And he got 7 rings. So, but I knew somebody was going to get it. I ain't going to lie. I thought it was going to be Matt. But, Matt, we back on the same team. So, I'm sorry. I apologize like a man. I'll take accountability. Chris, I don't know what the fuck has been going on with you. You need to get that stomach shit fixed because it got you thinking crazy. You got a tapeworm in your brain. If you think Bill Belichick after 6 rings, them 6 rings still ringing. Like, Pat Mahomes got 2, and that's the closest to those 6 that's active right now in the league. So he's not going nowhere. Robert Kraft could hate him. He's still not stupid. He was dumb getting caught with that massage shit, but he was smart enough to get a judge paid off to get out of it.
Nah, that was.
Hey, I got to back Chris on this. Something got to change, and it got to be more than just that damn GM position.
So let me ask you this: if you don't
philosophies, coordinators, or himself, but something's got to change because we've been doing this 4 years and keep saying the same thing. Oh, you won rings, you won rings. Yeah, Jordan won rings too, and he had to retire at some point.
So let me ask you this, Tonio. If you don't think he's going to get fired, just straight up fired, but they're going to remove GM, do you think Belichick is going to stick around to accept that?
Football is his life. He lives to fucking look mean on the
sideline. If he gets fired, he'll get a job tomorrow. That's like he won't be jobless is the point.
He's not going to get fired from coaching, Chris. Like Bill Belichick will coach the Patriots until he passes away. All right.
I think it's going to be like a mutual step down type thing. I don't think it's going to come
out as a firing with a nice PR spin. That's all that is.
Yeah, so that's going to happen. But he's not going to get fired as coach.
Mutually agree to part ways. It ain't
he's
mutual.
Not gonna,
that's not firing.
That's
what
not
are you talking about.
It is a firing.
It's a firing, Billy. It's a firing. It's a PR spin on it, but he won't be
that's
fired.
That's what it's gonna be.
Coach.
We've mutually
I don't care.
Agree to part ways.
I don't give a fuck about his GM role though. I'm not getting rid of Bill Belichick. So what?
Oh no, I was gonna let you go, Tony. My bad.
Yeah. So am I going or are you going?
Yes, go, man.
Because every time I talk, we say so. Yeah. All right, but you, Chris, no, come come on, man. 6 rings in the last 20 years.
And
Go ahead, Billy.
what everybody's missing here is when Belichick took the Jets job and was going to be in the same division as the Patriots, he decided to be a Patriot instead of going with the Jets. Mr. Kraft knows what he did, got him 6 rings. The Patriots get 0 rings if Bill Belichick goes to New York. So Mr. Kraft understands, regardless of the issues that they have had, is not going to fire him in any which way. I guess, okay, the PR spin or whatever, maybe, where Belichick's like, all right, maybe I'm done or whatever. I don't think he's coaching anywhere else.
If he leaves, he's just retiring, bro.
Yep.
He's gonna go. He's going.
Man.
He's going
He
to
seems
be
spiteful as fuck. I don't see him.
He
just
been like
taking
that
that.
his whole career. He been looking like that.
That's what I'm
his whole
saying. So
career.
if he's mutually agreed
Chris,
to part ways and he gets a job the next day, it's gonna be to
that
kick
he
their
could have
ass.
quit. The time that he could have quit was when Mr. Kraft made him get rid of Garoppolo and keep Brady.
Yep.
That was the time for him to leave. He didn't. He's not going anywhere, especially when he's stinging it up. But he ain't stinging it up. Mac Jones fucking sucked. Bill O'Brien, terrible. That shit, they was like, oh, that's gonna work. It didn't. But let's get into these pick'ems because I just wanted to leave. What you about to say, Billy?
No, real fast. I just want to give a big shout out to DirecTV Business. Thank you for the big Q card. Big shout out to Chili's. I fucking love Chili's. I just want to throw that out there. This is where we got the pick'ems. So they're going to be a little out of order this week. Just because I got them going down instead of the primetime games first. So we're just going to start off probably the biggest game of the week, Baltimore versus Detroit. Tonio, who you taking?
Baltimore.
Nah, my man. Chris, who you got?
Got Detroit.
What a dick.
Hey, my Lions fans are doing what?
I got Detroit by 10.
Detroit by 10. All right, shut the fuck up.
Hey, Matt, are you willing to bet? Are you willing to bet 10 of your pick'ems by Detroit by 10?
Not 10 of my pick'ems, but
okay.
I just feel we got the best run defense in the league, and that's what the Ravens do: run the fucking ball. So we're gonna suffocate that. We're gonna suffocate that.
Tear that secondary up.
We're gonna suffocate that, and then Jamison Williams, he got that confidence boosting touchdown last week. Now he's gonna be skirt. He's out of there.
All right, y'all know this is on tape, right? All right.
Yeah, it's on tape. We can come back to it.
Hey, Bill, Matt,
Bill.
real quick.
Hey, Matt, send me the Stavros video.
Matt, by 10, 5 of yours and Chris.
Hey.
Don't bring me into anything Christian has got going on.
Y'all both Lions fans.
I don't trust him.
All right, let's go, Billy.
All right. Las Vegas at Chicago. Tonio, go ahead. You can start it.
Can I not?
Yeah.
Jesus
Christ.
No points. It don't matter.
I don't even know how to pick this one. 2 terrible teams that shouldn't even. They should have just called this a draw. Shit. I'm gonna go Vegas, man. I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Chris.
Justin Fields ain't playing to my knowledge, and that's already a fucking horrendous league. Just garbage team. Give me the Raiders. I can't stand nothing about Chicago.
Matt.
Give me the Raiders, baby. Devontae Adams coming to beat the shit out of his little brother.
Christian.
Raiders.
Say it, Christian.
No.
Ah, you bum. All right, I'm also going Raiders. Christian, we'll start with you this time. Cleveland at Indianapolis.
Cleveland.
I think we could just go down the list and say Cleveland, Billy. No need to go through it.
I'm taking Indy this time.
I'm taking Indianapolis.
And no Anthony Richardson.
Gardner Minshew's that man.
Gardner Minshew did play. Minshew did play with Tyreek. So I got a lot of respect for Minshew. Still going to Cleveland.
Give me the Dogs. Got the Browns.
Matt.
I got Indianapolis. I think they're going to wear their Indiana Knights uniforms as well.
Ooh.
Get beaten fucking Knights.
All right, so Tonio, you'll go first on this one. Buffalo at New England. Who you taking?
Come on now.
Man, give me fucking
That's even a fucking question.
Give me Buffalo, man. I can't. I need to win.
Oh, y'all
Hey,
taking Buffalo?
if the Patriots score more than 3 points this game, can we consider that a win? Because then it might be a toss-up.
Moral victory? Okay.
I'm going to still take Buffalo.
I think everybody's taking
Hey,
Buffalo.
Chris, shut up, man. Y'all got y'all ass blew out last week, too. All right. Hey, we not going to forget that, Chris.
We ain't
Y'all a
averaging a
good
point
team.
and a half over the last 2 weeks.
Y'all put up 10 and Dak threw 18 picks in one game.
Bro, by the end of this week, the Patriots going to have as many points as games played in the same span. Come on now.
All right. Washington
I don't
at the New York
respect that,
Giants. Tonio.
I'm going with old Sammy Howell.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm about. All right.
I ever since Buddy came out to Mini Men, I just don't like betting against him. That shit hard, bro.
Yeah. I'm with you.
So the battle of the two worst offensive lines is Tyrod starting.
Yes.
Commanders and Giants.
From what I've seen.
I'm going to take the Giants with Tyrod starting. I would never pick Daniel
about
Jones to win anything.
I forgot about Tyrod. I'm still going with the Washington.
Go ahead, Matt.
I also have the Giants.
And Matt's a loser.
Christian.
Commanders.
I'm riding with Tonio on this pick. I'm taking Washington also. Atlanta at Tampa Bay. Me and Matt have been on the Baker train. Matt, you still there, or are we leaving?
I'm still there. He played a revamped defense, and he still was playing well. He just couldn't get in the end zone, you know?
Yep. Christian?
Tampa Bay.
Tonio?
When your head coach looks as dismayed as Atlanta's head coach did watching Rick, I'm going Tampa, bro. Hey, I've never seen a head coach just display that type of emotion, but I liked it because I felt for him.
Chris, are we gonna make a clean sweep?
Desmond Ridder on my tier list is the worst quarterback in the fucking sport. He should be taking orders at the Taco Bell. Give me the Buccaneers.
Also, I just want to throw stats in there. I know Tonio's hating stats. Desmond Ridder is not the worst QB in the league. He's the top 20 QB in the league. He's number 20. I just want to throw that out there with stats. But I'm still going Tampa Bay. Just to
Chris gonna shake his
head.
head.
Stats are bullshit. Watch him play. He's garbage.
Pittsburgh at the Rams. Tonio.
This one is also hard because
No, it's not.
Pickett sucks.
Exactly. That's why it's
Mike
easy.
Tomlin's great, though.
You said what?
Mike Tomlin is great.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I can't. It's hard to bet against the Steelers. I'm going with the Steelers, bro. Fuck it.
All right. I thought you were on my side. Chris, go ahead.
Kenny Pickett should be taking orders in that Taco Bell right next to Desmond Ridder. Give me the Rams. Hey, I said they'd be good if he improved a little bit. He ain't improved not a fuck-ass bit. He's gotten worse. He sucks.
You also said if Kenny Pickett plays, they'd be better. What's up? Who you taking?
Matt, he's talking about you. You said that same shit.
No,
you
bad.
did say it.
My bad. I'm taking the Rams, though. I'm not fucking going against Stafford. Are you kidding me?
Christian.
Damn. I changed my pick to the Rams, Billy.
Okay. Hey, just real fast, Tonio, he changed it during the pick'ems. So
I'm all for changing. Before the game, in the middle of the game.
Nah, just doing the pick'ems. Who you got? Christian say going with the Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm glad we didn't make it a clean sweep because that's just too many of them. All right. Arizona at Seattle. Everybody taking Seattle?
No.
Yeah.
Wait,
Matt, are you taking Arizona?
I am.
I also am taking my cousin as a starting quarterback. So
I'm not picking Jada Smith to run no Cardinals to no win.
Tyler's back.
Kyler's back?
He's practicing this week.
He's not going to play, though.
I don't give a fuck about Kyler either. He sucks, too.
Shocker. Chris thinks that
He runs like a toddler, though.
Chris,
Shocker.
Who you taking, Chris?
Seattle.
Green Bay at Denver. Ugh, this awful game, too. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. I know where Chris going with this one.
Christian, where are you going with this one? Let me ask you then.
Give me love, baby.
Hey, okay. Matt, what about you?
I'm going Denver.
Yep.
Okay.
Put me down for Denver too.
I'm glad because I didn't ask you yet. Chris, Tonio, what about you?
Both of them suck. I'm gonna go.
A tie?
Yeah, let me just
Tonio's
go
going
for
two.
it.
Hey,
Who you
hold
got?
on. We can do a new
That's
thing.
tie?
If we say tie, that's two. That's two. You get 2 points.
No, that's got to be worth 3 because calling a tie is
Yeah.
out of the
Okay,
fucking-
okay, fine. 3. Are we all in agreement with that?
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I'm
That's fine.
agreeing
lay,
with
lay
that.
your nuts on the table once a week.
Hey, just fucking said it there.
But I'm going with Denver though.
You know what, man? I'm going Green Bay also here.
You and Christian with this Jordan Love.
No, I just want Aaron Jones to do well in fantasy. That's what I think I'm
Yeah.
rooting for right there.
And that's why I'm going because I want to do well for Billy's team.
No,
You
you're
didn't
sweet.
know that.
He didn't.
Anytime.
The Chargers with shitty ass Justin Herbert and at Kansas City with Mahomes.
Ooh.
Christian, who you going with? You getting excited? I like when
Me.
Christian's all like, ooh.
You know who I'm going with. Give me Kansas City. Give me Kansas City.
Are we all taking Kansas City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They fucking suck.
Matt?
I won't pick against Kansas City at any point in the season. They got the best quarterback in the league
No, they
Wow.
outside of opening day because they didn't have
I'm
Chris
going-
Jones or Travis Kelce.
Kansas City.
Well, I can tell you he ain't doing shit other than better than anybody else in fantasy football.
Who?
I'll damn near started golf.
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Yeah, they got the best quarterback and he barely beat Denver. I don't want to hear that shit.
I'm about to put golf out there. Hell.
All right. Last game of the
Goff
week.
never lost to
Again,
Mahomes.
this isn't in order, fellas, so just don't crush me. Miami at Philadelphia. Who we taking? Great game.
Philly bounces back. That defensive line gets Tua out of here. For good.
I didn't even think about that slide.
Yeah.
I'm gonna still go Miami.
Christian.
Miami.
Yes.
Matt?
Everybody take Miami.
I'm going Miami as well.
Yes. Billy, if everybody goes Miami, I want 5 points.
Well, you're wrong because I'm also taking Philly. If Philly won last week, I would take Miami here.
I think the best quarterback in the NFL for the Eagles is going to throw at least one pick.
Best NFL quarterback for the Eagles? What the fuck
Miami's
is that?
Did you want to do a Thursday night and
Miami's
Monday night
defense is
football game
nothing
real
like
quick?
the Jets defense. I don't want to hear that shit again.
Billy.
Did you want to do the Thursday and Monday night games?
You
We
skipped
did.
them?
I called all of them.
You called Jaguars at Saints and 49ers at Vikings?
Nope.
You want to rethink that? You talking to the note taker over here. Come on now.
That's
Those are all the
barely-
Sunday
Number
games.
one, fuck DirecTV business and fuck Philly.
Go off
That
the
shit
number.
wasn't even on there. I thought that was all of them.
Oh, that's where you got the fucking schedule from?
Bruh.
Come on, you
Oh,
got
hold on. No. So,
Fuck,
hey,
dude.
let me defend them real fast because it does say every live game, comma, every Sunday.
There
I
you
guess
go.
those are just Sunday games.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we got about 2
Hey.
minutes. Come on. Jaguars at Saints.
Jags.
Give me
Take
Jacksonville.
charge. Way to take charge.
Yeah, I'm taking Jacksonville. Tony, I'll go.
I just said Jags for me.
Jaguars as well.
Jags.
When them Saints come marching in.
Matt,
Saints.
going with the Saints. Okay. Next.
49ers.
Monday
and
night
the Eagles.
football. 49ers at the Vikings.
Who you got, Christian?
Me or Chris?
Christian.
49ers.
Who you got,
Everybody
Matt?
taking the 49ers? Let me be fast.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a 1:00 game.
Yep, I got the 49ers.
All right, cool. What's the next one?
That's
There
it.
is no.
Just Thursday
there is
night,
no.
Sunday night, or Monday
That'll
night.
wrap,
Rather.
that'll wrap it up.
All right, what's Thursday night's game?
Jaguars.
Saints and Jags.
Oh, okay.
Saints and Jags.
All right, we got less than a minute. We have to get off to record because of the way StreamYard's set up. Tonio, that was a great show, don't you think?
Yes, I do.
Chris?
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting to refer back to it whenever Belichick gets fired, week 18.
That's fine because your quarterback takes their trash. Matt, what's up? You feel great
We've
about
had,
the show?
we've had better.
We have had better. Christian, how you feel about the show?
Great show. Good arguments, good debates.
I thought it was a great show too. I'm really glad Chris is showing his true colors because he sucks. Quarterbacks aren't all ass, except for Herbert and Allen. But appreciate your time. We are getting the merch. Tonio has been repping the whole time. Those are coming soon. As soon as I get my money available to spend. We really appreciate y'all listening. Thanks.